Episode 41, we are brought to you by American Energy and Solar. Las Vegas is one of the best cities in the country for solar, but buying is intimidating. Our friends over at AES have simplified the process with revolutionary Energy Freedom Instant Quote Calculator. Just plug in a few basic numbers, such as your mortgage payment, energy bill, and you'll get an instant quote what you can be saving monthly. The best part is there are no hidden fees. Go to www.americanenergyandsolar.com to see why. Use the promo code WELLCONNECTED. You'll receive 10% off the cost of your installation and a $500 Visa gift card. We are also brought to you by Barcode Burgers. You're looking for the best burger in town? Look no further than Barcode Burger Bar here in Las Vegas. That place is cash. Chicken, wings, whatever you need. You can't go wrong. It's one of the best spots to watch the VGK in any sports. Make sure you go to @Barcode Burgers. Check them out. Our friend Corey runs it.
Does.
Cody Tomboy, I got you. We are here today, G. Hit the music. Thank you, Travis. Welcome back. G, episode 41. How you feeling?
I'm good. We got some big boys in the
Listen,
studio
we got some of my East Coast boys in town this week. We got the biggest blogger in the world, Mr. Itsbizkit. Welcome.
The biggest.
Also the biggest, and also his little right hand man, my man from back
that's the big homie.
out of West New York. Our boy, it's Mesa. How you doing, pal? Mr. 1000 Summers, how you feeling?
100 Summers.
100 Summers. I apologize. First things first. Welcome to Vegas, boys.
Thank you.
We got linked up by a bunch of our different people or friends. It's good to always have some of our East Coast family in town. You two are blowing up in ways that you probably could never even imagine from back in the day, right, of how you grew up. We'll start with you, Mesa. We know you got an album out right now.
Yeah.
And I saw right away, you look on your shit, and you got Jadakiss on there, right? You got your boy over here. Explain how your career has kind of just shot through the roof these days.
I laid a good foundation and groundwork. By the time I linked up with Bizkit, he's kind of the type of guy that he sees the vision ahead. So when he came to the studio and he locked in, it was kind of like a no-brainer. From there, we kind of got the same type of energy, and he's very selfless in a sense. Kind of, he just had been coming off the Jadakiss feature, that he did with Dream Doll, and I had just made that record with Temperature Rising in the studio, and I was like, yo, you think we can get Jada on this? He's like, yeah,
no problem.
Like he made the phone call, like,
no problem.
I don't see Jadakiss just co-signing anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. The whole experience of it was pretty cool. And the way I wanted to do it was I was telling Biz, I was like, man, I want to get in the studio with him. I don't want to send him the record.
Right.
So, I was fresh at learning how Jadakiss operates, you know what I mean? And once we finally got to go to the studio, we did it at Premier Studios in New York. He said, he told me, he's like, yo, listen, you can't get me to come out of Yonkers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's like, when I heard the record on the phone, and Biz sent it to me, he's like, I heard it, and I had to play it back again. You know what I mean? And he was like, usually if I don't like it, you won't even get a response out of me.
You get a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Now, for you, Bizkit, you got a whole different kind of game right now on social media. Obviously, you're in the rap game as well, but you're also popular and you're just in pop culture in general. When you look at a guy like Mesa here, what's the vision that you see? Because I'm sure you get approached by a lot of people. I'm sure you hear a lot of people. What made you look at this guy and say, hey, this is it, or we got something here?
You see, with me, it's like I come from that era. I'm old school. You know what I mean? Uncle Biz, I'm an 80s baby. So when Mesa invited me out to the studio and it was in Jersey, I told him, I said, yo, I live in Long Island at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So if I come to Jersey,
this hike,
it gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna take my whole day. So, we just kept communication, and, he was plugging me with things that I needed. I was plugging him things that he needed. So we was already kind of like building before we really met. And then he was like, yo, I want to get you on this track. And I just started rapping. And, just because of my clout and my following, like, people want to do records with me.
Hell
so
yeah.
I it's not that I curve a lot. It's just, I'm old school. So if I don't know you, I don't even know what your music sound like. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to just do a song with you. It got to make sense. So me and Mesa, we was already building. So when he was like, "Yo, come to the studio. I got a song I want you to get on." I was like, "All right, send it." You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's a you know, being a rapper, I respect I respect this guy on many levels because being an artist, especially like in this climate, and you actually got bars and you're not doing the the trendy stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like almost impossible to break through to get attention because you got
So
Little
many-
Pump or whoever
Yeah.
that'll paint their nails or whatever they'll do to get the attention. So it's like there's no way you could
that's what
compete with that. You know
when
what I mean?
saw that Jadakiss was on the track, I'm like, well, he must be a real rapper.
Right.
It's
So
not some
again,
gimmick
it's like
shit.
when I pulled up to Jersey and I linked with Mesa and Boogs and all his peoples, we was just vibing, man. And it's like, I got to hear the music. I dropped the verse. We shot the video in Miami, and we just never looked back.
And I was gonna mention you built up your social media before you really started rapping, right? Or before you before you came bigger.
I've always been in tune with what's going on in the streets, and I got an interview that I did 10 years, 15 years ago, and I said it back then. If whatever's hot on the streets is gonna be hot on the internet, and whatever's hot on the internet is gonna be hot on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I mastered both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm the streets and I'm the internet, and I know, like, if you ever pay attention to what other pages do, they just follow what I do because they're not in the streets.
They're just
You know what
jumping
I'm
on your
saying?
back.
Yeah, they just.
I heard your album, and right before you came here, we were listening. And the first thing I said to him before I knew anything about you, I'm like, this sounds like something I used to listen to when
Right.
I was younger, like real hip hop. I'm from New York, I'm from Long Island as well. This is like that Nas, that Mobb Deep, all that East Coast, that Queensbridge kind of stuff, even that East and West New York kind of stuff. And for me, I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe people still do this.
Yeah.
Because you don't hear it anymore.
Yeah, it's not trendy.
Yeah.
It's not trendy.
Do you think
and you're
that'll
not
ever
gonna
get that way?
No, but see, this is the beauty of it. And I said the same thing on Drink Champs on my interview with Nori. Shout out to Nori. In this climate, you have social media, right? So it's like, even though Mesa might not get no spins on like the big radio stations, check his Spotify. You know what I mean? He's doing.
I saw it.
He's
real.
he's doing numbers that as an independent artist, like, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's a new climate, it's a new era.
Is that shit even is going on like Hot 97 even relevant anymore?
I mean, the radio. Listen, Mesa gonna break it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like this: like radio stations, they're dying out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Playlists are the new radio stations. People don't want to listen to the radio anymore. They go on your regular platform, they'll pick a playlist, and they'll just press play. And
That's
that's
it.
the
Go
new-
on Spotify
that's
and
the
rap
radio
caviar,
station.
and if you're on that shit, you're hot.
Listen,
Exactly.
bottom line is, if you have fans, your fans is gonna buy your T-shirt, wear your hat, stream your music. So I have fans. Like, the world is still kind of halfway open, but if I had a show
Right.
with my music, friends, if I do Itsbizkit and Friends, it's going to be sold out because I have real fans. So again, radio promotion, any other promotion outside of the platform that I've created, which is one of the biggest platforms out here. You know what I mean? If anybody's trying to put out any music or any content, when they mention the top blogs, the top pages, I'm on
You're
the
up there.
top. I don't
Yeah.
care if it's 5, if it's 10, if it's 20. You know what I'm saying?
Who are the
Unless a hater created the list.
Who are the other ones out there?
I mean, of course, you got Worldstar, you got Complex, which again, I would, you won't see Itsbizkit on Complex because other sites, other blogs, they look at me as competition. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I could go viral all day. You know what I mean? But again, that's the thing. When you have social media, TikTok, all it takes is one, and that's why I encourage the youth. I encourage people. Don't hold back on your content, you know what I'm saying? Because you might not get that Complex cosign, that Itsbizkit cosign, but all you got to do is put out the right content at the right time, and people will share it.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
change the game.
With your social media, you got over 575,000 followers, I believe, right now on Instagram. Are you
Yeah, but I've been deleted from, like, I just got my Twitter back, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what
I've
other
lost.
platforms?
Just because you're putting controversial shit out there?
It's not,
Content.
it's just, I got a page. So even like during the pandemic and during the riots and George Floyd, there's things that I was posting that would get taken down. You know what I'm saying?
So you think they try to censor your ass a little bit?
Oh, hell, any page like my page.
They report them
What?
all the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
Was it just people out there?
Hackers on deck, haters on deck, everything is on deck.
Are you
I'm a target, you know what I'm saying?
Besides Twitter and Instagram, are you heavy anywhere else? Are you big on TikTok anymore? Are you Facebook,
I'm
you
popping
anything?
on all platforms. You know
But
what
I
I'm
think even more importantly than all them platforms, and I think it's just the game changer to everything, is that biz is really outside. So
in the streets.
Yeah, like he's so you really can't, like, no platform could ever match to somebody who's relentlessly outside and everywhere.
Rather than being in their home and staying and hiding, basically.
This guy lives in Long Island.
Right.
I live in New Jersey. It's an hour-and-a-half drive.
Yeah.
Without traffic.
And he does it in a blink of an eye.
Right.
We fly together, right? He drives from Long Island, flies out of Newark. He doesn't fly out of New York.
Of course, none of MacArthur, none of that.
Yeah,
that's tight.
Grind don't stop. That's,
For us, I look at someone like you, Mesa, and I think, how can someone in today's just market make money? How do you monetize being a rapper, right?
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid,
question.
When I was a kid, I would go buy fucking CDs. Me and my boys would go save up our money. We'd hit the wall or whatever those Roosevelt Field Mall out in Nassau County. You know about that, right?
Yeah.
We go somewhere like that, and we would go just buy CDs. I haven't bought a CD in I don't know how long, right? How does someone make money in today's game? How do you do it?
So today's game is like, you hear everybody talking about ownership now, which is good that everybody's aware of it, but there's a lot of avenues that go into being independent, One thing that I do stress, like, if you want to be an artist, you definitely can't have no pride issues. Like, if I'm in a room and, people are acknowledging Biz and he has a jacket in his hand, I'll hold his jacket, no problem. Like, and that's one of the things, and I say that to say this, because I'm just not a rapper, I do
a real person.
I do like 100 things, you know what I mean? I wear every single hat, and you know what I mean? I'm involved in every single step of the process, And because of that, I'm able to eat off every process of the game.
It's a hustle.
But it's all about, as far as making money on your music, it's all about streams, basically, right?
I feel differently now about streams. And this is coming from somebody who has 40 million. You know what I mean? Yeah. My catalog.
That's a big boy number, dog.
Hey. I was just looking, one song had 10 mil. I was like, that's a check. That's a check right there.
So coming from somebody who has that much and independently has done that much, my catalog has made over 6 figures already, right? And it's cool, but you know what? I'm going back to album sales. I'm going back to pushing album
old
sales.
School.
Yeah, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you guys stream it. If I'm telling people buy it, then stream it after. But I'm still pushing album sales, and we've been talking about coming up with new ideas, how to throw an event, maybe throw a show, a private event, and have people come through, like, listening party or performance, and the ticket to get in would be
your album.
Buy the album.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta necessarily. You see, it's a marathon. It's not a race. My goal for this album coming up that I just dropped is to move 6,500 units over the course of I want to say 9 months. But I'm okay with that because I capped out on the album sales. So albums are $10 usually,
right?
But you can cap out on max sale $15. So I cap out on the most that I could make on it, but 6,500 units is 120,000.
Yeah, that's some money.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, man, being on just in the subway. I'd be on the F train, the E train, and motherfuckers be selling their CD for $5, and I would always do it. And I thought to myself, people would look around and not understand the game, and I'm like, these guys are thinking so long term. They do this shit for 9 months, 12 months. They could actually make some money. Who knows? Get a brand, whatever. How long you been doing it for? Both you guys. I know that you said you just kind of started rapping recently, but I can't imagine you just started.
Listen, I've been around. You know what I'm saying? I'm Uncle Biz. At the end of the day.
even with what he did with me, this is not the first time he does that. Like, he did it with Rest in Peace Chinks.
Yeah,
he did it with Chinks. Like, he's always
Chinks,
always been around. Like, he's outside.
Yeah.
So when you're outside, you're gonna see the Rocky Balboas, the Clubber Langs, you know what I mean? Before they rise to stardom. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
I know someone who's not outside in a lot, and that's academics, man. And we hear a lot of that. We hear a lot of that beef with you.
I said Cash App King, got ice, got bling.
Hey.
Been outside the whole pandemic. I ain't high like academics. I'm the biggest blogger. Itsbizkit. You already know that. And all my niggas is solid. We don't run with no rats.
Nah, that's all you got to say about him, huh? Advantage, we already kind of talked about it, but the advantage for you being out in the streets and meeting new people, you ever put your name on someone or co-sign someone that didn't work out?
Never.
It always just...
I co-sign anybody that was anybody from the Coke Boy wave to the little TJ wave. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in between.
Anybody that's moving in New York, Cardi B. If Cardi Cardi B will be in these comments if she hears what I'm saying, because being from New York, when Cardi was doing what she was doing, you know what I'm saying, and she went from a stripper to a rapper, nobody, I'm not to say nobody, but the industry really don't support, and it's not just New York, because when I say, like when I have these conversations and these clips come out all over the internet and people talk about New York, don't support New York, I get a lot of, well, I'm in LA, it's the same thing in LA. So I see it in every hood. It's kind of like the hometown support. It really don't flourish. It really don't happen until like they blow up. So Cardi B wasn't really getting that New York support until Bodak Yellow hit, and she got a bag and fixed her teeth. But I was supporting Cardi B when
Before
her first
that.
song,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I saw it, just like Mesa said, I'm a visionary. So again, it's like they don't really support, even with Mesa's situation, like, you know what I mean? He's been grinding for years, putting out great music, real hip hop music that people like me, people like yourself are
Appreciate.
fans
Yeah,
of and
of course.
appreciate it. But again, it's the internet. So what you scrolling all day, you seeing just people chasing clout. So it's like to break through, it's almost impossible. And people looked at Cardi B like, oh, she a stripper, she's never gonna make it. Now she's the biggest artist in the world. Same thing for my situation. People like, yo, you can't be a blogger and then a rapper.
Right.
Outside got millions of streams. What you mean? My first record, the biggest
Half
DJ
a
in the
million
world.
views on YouTube.
Like Funk Flex dropped bombs on my first record. You know what I'm saying? And
bro.
yeah, like,
But that shit's still relevant though, right? Going on Fun Flex or going on Sway.
Yeah, well, you know, because you gotta give Flex his credit, because
Exactly.
he's still like, you know,
Relevant.
he's so innovative. Like right
Yeah.
now, you saw what he did with Murder Beats and Jadakiss, right? I never,
Fire.
you wouldn't. I don't think Murder Beats, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think Murder Beats would have thought of to be like, let me reach out to Jadakiss and give him a pack of beats.
Absolutely not.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he wouldn't even thought.
So
that. No
Flex
way.
just bridged the gap. You know what I mean? Showed the youth.
and he's been doing it forever. I had his actual albums, like when he was like putting
100%.
out his mixtapes, right?
Bro.
Tunnel. Shout out to
Bro.
Flex. Shout out to Tat Wizard. Shout out to Joe Jackson.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like I said, Flex actually, I went viral with Flex. You know what I'm saying? When he said, fuck this Canadian nigga, he was talking about Drake. Like, and you know, like, honestly, Flex, man, like, he's New York. He just
He
he
is.
goes hard. You
He
know what I mean?
represents
he has
us
his own
well.
opinion. You know what I mean?
So you talk Flex, you talk Cardi B. I saw on you got Diddy following you too. Anyone else that follows you that, you know, even sometimes maybe you step back and say like, holy shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, I've got pages deleted. You know what I'm saying? So my last page, I had The Weeknd. You know what I mean? You know, Nicki, Cardi, you know, anybody you want to name. So, like, you know, when people first told me that Drake was following me, I was like, oh, that's what's up. So, you know what I mean? He got so many pages, that Champagne Poppy with three
Right,
eyes. This.
right,
So I was just like, I thought it was lies at first. You know what I'm
Bullshit.
saying? But nah, anybody that, even if they don't follow me, man, as long as, you know, they come to the page and they like what I do, they appreciate what I do, it's all love, man.
And-
But Snoop Dogg recently,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I showed my mom's that. I was like, yo,
Well, anyone that's an '80s baby knows.
and my sister, you know what I mean? Like that was you know.
You manage your own page. Is it hard to even manage that? You got someone kind of like running behind the scenes stuff
Nah,
doing
because
content?
I've created my own lane. So if I want to go fast one day, I can go fast. If I want to go slow, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The only
but-
thing that doesn't change is the energy. When I go on your page, I'm like, this dude's got crazy energy.
Yeah, man.
Every post is like max energy.
Yeah.
So
facts.
we'll talk. You're in Vegas now. You're here. You're also representing Hardin,
Yes.
our partners as well. Explain kind of like your ambassadorship with them and what your relationship with them is.
Man, shout out to Hardin. Shout out to my guy Corey. Same thing, organic, you know, and I'm big on that. You know, I don't try to force to be representing any brand. And, you know, my guy Chill that's out here in Vegas doing big things.
Shout out to Chill.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, his art is Christian and, you know, he got a nice wave. So as soon as I land, you know, I'm from the old school, so I don't really consider it tapping in when I travel. You know what I'm saying? I could curse on it?
Yeah, of course.
I just
Yeah.
fuck with who I fuck with. So it's like, you know, I hit him. I said, yo, I just landed. He's like, yo, you want to go to a dispensary? I'm like, yeah, which one is lit?
Right.
So we pulled up to Hardin. You know what I mean? My guy Corey opened up the door. He didn't, you know, it was the first time.
Yeah,
so
it's-
it almost was like, it was just so.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
It was just an experience that was like, oh, we gonna always come here when we go to Vegas. So
Hell
it was
yeah.
just organic. We started chopping it up. They let me know what they had going on, and I was in. And Mesa, you know,
It's by far the
Mesa
best
was
brand
right
in
with
the
me.
city.
So you know,
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Hardin,
we
man.
just started working.
So you're here in Vegas. You talk work. Any partying at all? You stop by anywhere?
Nah, I have fun. I work hard and play, and play hard. You know what I mean? But again, I'm all about the work, the grind.
You
because
gambling at all? But either of you guys gamble?
No, we don't. I don't gamble.
I gamble a little bit. Like I do blackjack. I'm not the type person like if I lose a stack, I'm gonna get up.
Yeah, you're out.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys are 1 in a million.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you
yeah,
what,
man.
rappers,
Gamble this guy.
athletes,
Yeah.
famous bloggers. We sat right next to them before. I've sat
watch
next
them
to
all.
people who lose a few million, no problem.
Oh,
And,
nah.
Well, they say no problem, and then later on, they're
That's
Nah,
problem.
yeah.
Chill. I didn't even see my guy Chill. Chill is in the building, man. Shout out to Chill.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, chill,
I'm
cat.
chill.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't even know
popping
he was-
champagne now. You know what I mean? Facts.
So what's next after you leave Vegas? Where do you guys go from here?
We'll come back to Vegas 420 for the
Okay.
private Hardin event.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Vegas
Corey, we
like
didn't
our
get an
second
invite to
home.
that, man. We got to get the invite
We
to
got
that.
the invite
Shit,
to that.
man.
Of course, we got the invite to that. Come
I
on.
might need a residency.
Pop that
residency
thing.
out here.
Yeah, we need a little
Let's go.
pop. So we can pop
You got
champagne.
talking to the right
It's kind
person.
of what it already
Hey.
is.
Talking to the right people, my man.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna talk. You know what I mean?
Let's see. All right. Yeah, of course. Last thing. Woo!
Let's go.
Fired up. Travis, we have any more cups anywhere?
Yeah, we need that.
Chill just walked in. You heard?
Yeah.
We got Hardin. There's a
Give me a
lot of
second.
players in here. My man Panama in the building.
Fact.
You got the whole crew in here.
Oh yeah.
During COVID, affect you guys at all? Did it maybe help out a little bit?
Not at all, man. COVID was a blessing.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'm coming out the pandemic. I always tell this to Biz. I feel like I'm coming out the pandemic with 20 new hustles.
Right.
So when the world does open up and it's time to start doing shows again, because as soon as Europe opens up, we're probably gonna be gone for like a year.
Oh yeah. I had a tour. Not to cut you off,
No,
Mesa.
yeah, go.
I had a tour. As Uncle Biz, because I have a character called Uncle Biz. He's stuck in the 2000s. He DMX.
No, it's fire. It's fire.
DMX is his favorite rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hot. It's a hell.
Yeah,
what's
it's
the
hot.
album?
Dark and Hell is
Dark
hot.
and Hell is hot.
Yeah.
1990.
So Uncle
Flesh
Biz
of my
is
flesh.
Uncle Biz is
7.
stuck in that era.
Yeah.
He's wearing 2X.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So long story short, my first record, Uncle Biz, that's what's up. That song went viral. Funk Flex played it, and off of that and all of that energy and that momentum, I had somebody reach out to me that they wanted to do like a tour and bring Uncle Biz out.
Oh, yeah.
Because Uncle Biz is viral. So the pandemic shut that down. I couldn't wait to go to Europe. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where the money's at. I feel like too, huh? Like people
Man,
want
I
to.
got-
Honestly, the money is everywhere. You just
yeah.
gotta know how to monetize and figure it out. You
Right.
understand? Because it is everywhere. You know what I mean? You just gotta, like, even for me, living in Long Island and at 5 a.m, if I gotta drive to Jersey, whatever I gotta do to get to that bag or have a conversation about getting to the bag, that's just what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's like being outside.
Hold on. We got this. Let's do a little cheers real quick. Grab
To
that.
Vegas.
I want a red cup too, man. I don't want to be set tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Salud.
Cheers, salud.
Hardin.
Yeah.
But sometimes you go outside unintentionally and you bump into the money.
Right.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Of course, I.
Look,
That's why-
Will's we eating at the other night. Catch.
Yeah,
That's
my
our spot.
You got to be outside to catch it.
Yeah. Did you guys
Nah,
get
it's
the
true.
corn?
You
You
gotta
guys
be
get the
outside.
corny picture in front and all that?
No. I did a TikTok.
Yeah.
No. You know how many I go there with my
Yeah.
fiance all the time. I've
New
taken
York.
that picture a million times.
Yeah.
I'm over.
That's
that
our spot.
picture.
Yeah, that's my spot.
No, the
though.
food is delicious.
Oh yeah,
Don't
it's
get
a
me
spot.
wrong.
You mentioned going viral, Biz, and is there like a thought process to something before you post it where you're like, oh yeah, this shit's gonna go viral, or it's just like organic, and if it pops, it pops.
It could be both.
50-50.
Yeah, it's like rolling the dice, just like gambling. So it's like there's things that I plan out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a marketing genius, so I'm always like looking around and seeing, you know what I mean, different energies and who I
Yeah.
could, I be casting. Like I did as Uncle Biz, I did a MTV Cribs video
I used
that
to love
went viral.
MTV
Even
Cribs, bro.
After I posted the video for 5 minutes, somebody from MTV hit me up. I was in LA.
Yeah.
So like that was something that I planned out and it just hit. But sometimes, it don't hit.
Like
you
the
know what I mean?
spontaneous shit, like when I saw you just pulled up on some dude in Vegas, you just
Yeah.
rolled the window
Do you
down,
know
like,
me?
yo, you know me?
And see, I got
And that's going viral.
Yeah,
That's viral. That was
yeah.
to say, so that's his
You
thing.
got everybody wanting to do that, which is another reason why academic.
I'm gonna try that. People are like, nah, I don't know
upset
fuck
right
who
now.
you are. Yeah, what's the deal? There's a real beef there?
Well, you know what it is? I'll explain it. You know what it is? Biz is outside. Academics isn't. The problem with academics is that he just hides behind the computer and he just talks his shit.
Yeah.
But Biz has actual fans. You want to know why? Because he's really outside helping people. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's helping like everybody. Anybody he sees, he's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a big difference. So he has people. The people decide who the biggest blogger is.
That's true.
Not academics.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So if the people are in New York, they know every time they see him, yo, the biggest.
And they're just constantly going at it.
Did you guys know that Academics was on Twitch with 6ix9ine the other day?
Yes.
Did you guys see that?
I didn't see it, but I knew he was on it.
Okay. So he tried to downplay him, but the fact is that I'm thankful that he acknowledged my brother. You know what I mean?
The fact that he even brought you up says something. And that's
Exactly.
How, that's
Nah,
how
and see
means it's
again,
getting
like
under
I
his
wouldn't,
skin.
I wouldn't want 2 million followers and I can't feel the love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or I can't come outside just because I got that and I'm just showcasing certain things that I can't move. And if I gotta move, I gotta have all the security with me. Like most of the times, I just be in a spot dolo because, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm there to show love. I'm there to support. You know what I mean? So I don't really get that other energy. You know what I mean?
I was just gonna say you keep it positive, which that brings itself back because people that put the negative, eventually that shit gonna catch up to you one way or another.
In the video that Janet Jackson reposted when I did during the pandemic, I was outside. I live in Long Island. I was at protests like right when the George Floyd incident happened. You know what I mean? So I'm amongst the people, and at that time I was like, damn. I woke up the next day and I just jumped in my car and started driving. You know what I mean? I went up to Bear Mountain. Poughkeepsie, upstate.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to clear my thoughts.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to give Instagram a break, because I got 2 phones. I'm always on the phone. So I'm like, you know what? I need to just relax. But I went on live just to show my fans and my followers the view because the sun was out. I was feeling like Khaled for 2 seconds. I'm like, yo, look at the sun. The sun is out.
You're getting all spiritual on everybody.
I did a video. I just said, listen, man, so much stuff going on in the world. You got protests. You got people dying, COVID. Nobody know. I said, man, if you got love for somebody, you appreciate them. Share this to them. Let them know that, you got love for them. And I put my phone in my pocket. And next thing you know, my man called me. He said, yo, Janet Jackson? She just posted your video on Twitter.
Huh.
So I'm like, all right, let me look at my phone. Now I'm pulling out my phone.
Beep, 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 beep.
And it was at 1 million views. Drake was like, yo, Snoop sent it to me.
Well, there you go.
crazy.
That's answers my question. You didn't plan that organically.
No, that was,
Exactly. The organic ones are the best
Yeah,
ones.
that was
the
definitely
organic ones are the
organic.
best ones.
What's being from Long Island too? I kind of know there's 2 different types of Long Island, or there's a couple different types of Long Island.
Yeah, it's like 100 types.
Yeah, right. There's many different types. Landscape of the last 4 years of when we saw Trump and all that. And you don't need to get into your political nonsense, but did you see a change in kind of how people would be treated and kind of just like your friends around town are acting? And because when I go home, I can tell you that where I'm from,
Where you from exactly?
I'm like Patchogue area, like out east, like
Out
exit
east, yup.
63, LIE.
Yeah, you deep.
Right, and where I'm from, when I go home, I'm shocked at how like racist people are.
Yeah.
Being out here for 10 years,
I mean, all Trump
you don't
did
see it
really
out
was bring the racists out the closet because he was so vocal and he was
Right.
And again, see, some people respect that at the same time because it's like some people be capping and hiding like who they really
Exactly.
are. He let you know who he was. He
I'm
out the
cool with
gate.
that.
Out the
You gotta
gate,
respect that.
Out the gate, he said, "Yo, I'm gonna build
You
up." You
gotta respect that.
You know what I'm saying? So that exactly like, So
I mean, I'd much rather that
yeah,
Than a
being
snake.
than
That's
me
snake.
not than you sitting next to me and not knowing.
exactly.
That's more dangerous.
that is true. State of Jersey and Long Island right now, COVID. Any live shows? Any opportunity to do anything out there? You just got to keep it moving down south and out west.
Well, we do consultations right now. A lot of people would like to sit down with us and pick our brain. That's a big one right now that I was never doing. We almost feel like we're lawyers. Like,
But no shows right now.
not yet.
No shows.
Intimate,
no shows.
like a
just little like
intimate gathering.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yup.
almost maybe where it's going. I don't know about arenas and shit. That's be a while to arenas.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I went to Atlanta because Atlanta was like open the whole
Yeah, give a
time.
fuck. Yeah.
And I've been outside during like this whole pandemic, but at the same time when I went to Atlanta, I was like, it didn't even.
Yeah,
I
go
felt
to Florida. And see
I
what it's
felt like. I was getting anxiety.
You were uncomfortable.
I'm like, damn, I haven't been around this many people.
It
You
felt
feel
strange.
me? It felt really
I did the same
strange.
shit when I went to Miami, and nobody
Miami.
seemed.
They don't. It's a different level.
Nobody seemed to
Miami's a
care.
different level.
Yeah, we felt
It's
back
like a
from
different
that.
planet down there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping, between the shot, between kind of like more education, between people doing the right thing.
Bitches is twerking on the freeway in Miami.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
saw that. I saw those videos. God damn. I'm just hoping, like you said, I think that Europe's the key. Because once Europe opens up, not only will they be able to, we can go there, but they can come
They
here.
can come here.
Especially for Vegas. That's our money, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's our big time money.
And the good thing with Europe is that they're strict. I mean, they're still on lockdown right now. Like, I get I do a lot of features in Europe. Like I did a feature with this cat in Rome, And you know, he did his version in Italian. I did my version in English. And ever since I did that, I got a whole bunch of people hitting me up for features
What's
in
his
Europe.
name?
David Candalenze or something.
Sound like
One of
money.
my brothers. Yeah. Yeah.
Does sound like money.
But Europe's strict. They're still on lockdown. You know, I'll be talking to people out there, and they're allowed to go to the grocery store, and they gotta like check out their house, and they got an hour gap to be outside, and then they gotta check back in, and they can't come back
That's
outside
no way
for
to
another
live.
2 weeks.
Fucking wild.
That's no way to live.
Nah, they're crazy.
They're
like
on
that.
real lockdown.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
Man,
like,
we've been closing deals from the U.S. in Europe, and it kind of sucks, man, because like we
Yeah.
could have been going over there signing,
Right.
like going to shake
Zoom
hands,
meetings.
but we're doing Zoom meetings. It's like
I mean,
Everything's Zoom.
It's the new world right now. You guys will figure it out. You guys seem to both be the kind that move and adapt, right? Kind of switch it up,
Nah,
pivot.
if the pandemic didn't bring the hustle out of you, you really
Right.
never had it.
You never
know what
had
I'm
it,
saying?
yeah.
'Cause you got to figure it out, man. You know what I mean?
And so many people are the other way. And I listen, I'm guilty too. I feel like the first couple months, you get like in this mope of like, my shit's falling apart or whatever I had planned didn't work out. And the more that this kept going on, it's like, okay, we're still
when
a
I-
hustler's
Time
a
to
hustler.
adjust, yeah.
When I saw how Jim Jones was working,
Yeah.
I felt
I saw
Yo,
your pictures
Jimmy,
with him
shout
too.
out
yo,
Jim.
because no, listen, I was like, I got
what is it
around.
called? The
Jim Jones got
what's the
like
studio he got? Quarantine
Quarantine
Studios.
What do you have going on there?
Yeah, man.
So
like,
it's a you're quarantined at the house, so he just got you want to feature with him, you want and then he got a whole camp. I think Itsbizkitt's part of it. Like
Where's it, in New York or no?
Harlem.
he's
Okay.
he's
Harlem and
he's still in the
worldwide.
tri-state, but the thing is that he doesn't leave his house, so you're tapped into
Oh,
him.
yeah. Like a Zoom. Like
Like a Zoom.
Yeah, you
and
and
he's
that's
laying
dope.
down
Yeah.
the verse from right there. You
But
chopping
isn't
it up
part of
with
the creative process kind of like being together? Right?
What, smoking in the studio?
Yeah, like in that sort
But
of
that's
part
how
of
it is. It's
right
it's
now.
technology.
That's
So
yeah.
it's like that's and with the pandemic and COVID. At the end of the day, that's
what it is,
That's
yeah.
really what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's genius. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's just like being on FaceTime. That's you see Instagram just updated their app. Now you could be with 4 people on the
Yeah, I
screen.
saw that.
Feel me?
So you can work and do whatever you want anywhere, anytime, and people are making it work.
Yeah, technology is
There's
moving.
there's
Everything is
excuses.
moving, man.
there's
Yeah,
honestly,
it's no
it's
excuses.
2021 now, right? There's no excuse. I always tell this to my team. I'm kind of like a drill sergeant in a sense. Like I really don't cut nobody no slack because I'm when I say I'm the first one up and the last one to go to sleep, I really mean it. You know what I mean? And it's 2021. You could get like I see it in my neighborhood. There's guys on bikes doing DoorDash, doing like that. You could do DoorDash. There's so many.
Postmates,
There's jobs.
There's so many things that you could like. There's like when I look at it now, not like if I was in one of my younger days positions where I didn't have money and I was still coming up, I would look at today as like nothing but full of opportunity.
Yeah, you gotta
You know what I
figure
mean?
it out. You know what I mean?
You guys inspire me, bringing some East Coast energy here because I tell you
Need it.
what, being out here a long time, motherfuckers are lazy.
Lazy. West Coast is lazy, man.
It's a work ethic.
We
that-
both came out here, and it's like work for us. It's like, oh, we'll just outwork all these dudes.
That's it.
Easy.
Yeah. So
But you know what? It's weird, man. As laid back as the West Coast is, you almost gotta appreciate it too, because it's kind of like we live our life.
Oh no, I love it.
We
out
live
here.
our life so
I
fast.
ain't going back to the East Coast.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I wish
I'm actually
I could
looking
be
for,
back.
like-
So let me make that
I
clear.
need residency out here.
Let's
however
go.
You say it.
Let's talk.
You're talking to the right guys.
I drank 3 bottles of Moet, but yeah.
That's all right. We'll
Like,
put that in the
put
rider.
me in
We'll put
somewhere
that in your
'cause I
rider.
kind of got to come back. on
Nah, let's make
420, you know what I mean?
make a movie, man.
hey, well connected. We got the plug for all those
Well
meetings out here.
connected.
That's
All right,
us.
let's go.
That's us. We got those meetings.
And we got more. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not. You see, it's 2 of us, but there's a lot.
Do y'all
more of
play
us.
music on your podcast?
We can.
Yeah, y'all got to play that.
We'll play
Listen,
some.
maybe we'll get a little something for this episode.
Yeah, we got
Travis,
Mesa got some heat,
There we
man.
go.
Like you know what I mean? Mesa got that
We'll put
fire.
some in.
He got the new album out.
We listened to a couple of the
Got-
tracks before.
Which ones?
The one on the new album.
the Ides of March.
Ides of
Yeah.
March.
Yeah.
Did anything stand out to you?
The second one with Jadakiss
yeah.
I liked. I
I mean, we only got through a couple tracks.
Shout out to
Loyalty.
Mike Vince. You know what I'm
Loyalty.
saying?
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
We're gonna shoot that in DR. I want you
Shoot
guys,
some out here.
I want you guys to come.
I'll go to DR.
Yeah.
I'm having a baby. Oh, speaking of babies, we
comment.
talked earlier. You do have kids, 3 kids.
Yes.
Um,
I'm blessed.
I got
yes.
one.
You got
Hey.
one.
Yeah.
Amazing, right? I got one on the way. Gino's working on one, so come on, step it up.
You got
Congrats
one.
on the
You get
sex.
in the
game.
Yeah,
Congrats on the sex. No, I don't have none yet. I'm working on it.
I told him
I'm working.
I'm going to show him how to do it the right way.
Yeah.
Talk about balancing a little bit of family life, because as a father, you don't realize what it entails until you become a father, right? No one could ever speak on that until you're a father. Daddy of 3, daddy of 1.
It's the best thing life could offer.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the best. Having a mini you, having your own is like your life really don't, like somebody told me this before too, like my first son, and yeah, I had my first son, he's 9 years old, you know what I mean? And rest in peace to my brother Chinks, you know. He came to my son's first birthday party, and it was like he was already kind of like prepping me because he had kids. He's like, yo, when you have a kid, your shit gonna change. And I was like, I didn't know what he was really saying, but
Right.
it just hit different. And then, you know, the daughter hit different. So it's like, it's just one of those things where no matter what, you got to step your shit up, because now you have a whole nother responsibility. Like, you have to take care of that kid. You know what I mean? So if you official, having a kid is only going to level you up even more. You know what I mean? Like, my kids, that's my screensaver. I got my wife and my
Me
3
too.
kids.
Me too.
You feel
That's
me?
what's up.
Yeah,
Me
watch life, man. It's the best life. You know
It's
what
the
I mean?
best life.
Now,
That's
when
the
you
best.
go home, is there a switch that goes off where you're now daddy and you're not Itsbizkit
I'm
anymore?
always, I'm always on that mode, like, you know what I'm saying, because I love kids, you know what I'm saying, like, I always loved, you know, kids are the future, you know what I mean, I always, like, I love being around kids, like, you know, when the world was open, I gave toys out, you know, I was Santa Claus, I had red and green Timbs on, you know, in my man's store, I was giving out, you know, bikes, I love kids, you know what I'm saying,
Well, like
Uncle Biz
Uniondale,
love the
Hempstead
kids.
Claus, whatever you want to be
Valley
out there.
Stream, yeah.
Valley Stream,
Yup.
there you go. I know all about it. Man, that's amazing. Same thing. What you over there? Just
Yeah,
having
man. Yeah, man. I think.
Mesa,
Mesa be bringing
Mesa
his
the daddy.
son to the. Lorenzo was in Vegas.
Yeah, I'll be bringing my whole family with me. So,
Yeah.
not on this trip, but you know, we was here like a couple weeks ago. I brought. You see, it gets expensive though, you know, because I bring my wife, I bring my son, then I bring my sister, and then if I bring my sister, I bring my niece. So I bring my sister to watch my son.
Level.
Are you
know what I mean?
Dominican?
Cuban.
Cuban. There you go. It's a
Yeah.
family affair then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It gets crazy.
And
Yeah.
it's weird, but you know, our families are intertwined now. You know, so when we got to clock out of being what we do get the kids together. We go out to dinner. The wives hang out together. You know what I mean? Which is cool. You know what I mean? You need that balance. You need that.
Absolutely.
100%. There's something that I worry about all the time is I grew up a lot different than how my daughter's going to grow up. Meaning, I didn't grow up with much, you know, being from LI. We didn't have much growing up. I'm sure you guys probably didn't have too much growing up, same generation. I'm sure you take care of your kids a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Do you worry about that a little bit? Like, you know, spoiling them too much, or maybe they see that you're flying here and you're popular on Instagram. You got albums.
Nah, you're supposed to spoil your peoples, but at the same time, like, you know, flashback to when I was young, and you know, I have family in North Carolina, like, and I've been a hustler my whole life because it's just like I watched my mother struggle, and it's like I just always like looked at her like, damn, I want to help. So I sold hats, candy, anything I get my hands on. So my grandfather, rest in peace, my grandfather in North Carolina, one time I went out there and he made us like pick corn. And I might have never picked corn after that day, but I you know, you have to have a long sleeve on because of the bugs. I felt that, you know what I mean? So like everything I do, I spoil my kids, I spoil my wife, I spoil my family. You're supposed to do that, but you're supposed to also show them,
keep them grounded.
bring them on one of your 9-to-5s. Like I took my wife out, like, and she's like, I took her out, Coke Boy era, like shot caller, and she like, yo, I don't
This
want to
isn't
go
that
out.
fun, yeah.
I don't want to go out again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my girl says the same thing. When we worked at the nightclubs in Vegas, same deal. Like, oh, you're at the clubs and I'm hanging out with
It's not
this
all
guy,
fun.
that guy.
It looks good.
It ain't all that all
it
the
looks
time.
fun, but
No,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
that's what I'm
it's a
saying.
grind.
And when they come out with us, they don't last, you know, like 2 hours.
They're
you know
in
what I mean?
bed.
They'll be like, yo, come on, you know, let's get out of here. You know what I mean?
Good
Facts.
stuff. Good stuff. Well, I appreciate you guys coming by, man. Plug whatever both you guys got on Instagram, Facebook, any kind of social media you got.
All your
we
socials.
well connected, well respected.
Hey.
You know what I mean? ItsBizkit. You know what I mean? You could check out the music. You know, we outside with It's Going Gold. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to be here. Shout out to Hardin. Shout out to my guy Mesa, because like Mesa wear many hats. He's an artist, but he's also a road manager. Like he says, he's a drill sergeant. He be calling me at 7. I'm up at 7. But you feel me? I'm juggling the kids and everything. He's like, yo, Biz, we gotta go back to Vegas. We gotta post this. We gotta post that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So again, it's just teamwork make the dream work. You know, I appreciate everybody for the love, the support. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
and,
man.
Facts.
you know what I mean?
Facts.
What you guys are doing is amazing. And yeah, man.
Good shit.
Tune in.
Yeah, same thing, man. Same thing. You know, big shout out to Corey, Zach, Adam, Capo's here too. You know, as a matter of fact, let's start it. Let's
Start over.
Bring it back.
Let's start over. Let's start off with Capo because this whole Hardin situation wouldn't have been happening if he would have never told us
That's a fact.
to pull up.
Capo.
You know what I mean?
There he
So,
is.
because I was a Planet 13 dude. You know what I mean?
Trash.
Yeah. Well, you know, I didn't know any better.
That's okay. Hey,
I didn't know any
On
better.
the show, we call trash or cash. That's
Yeah, I
trash.
didn't know any better. But the good thing is this: the minute I step foot into Hardin, I haven't stepped foot
you
in
know.
any other dispensary.
Yeah.
So, and then shout out to Corey,
Yeah.
Zach, and Adam for believing in believing in us and giving us the opportunity to be able to grow with them on and just just do what we do in this new cannabis culture. There's a lot of money to be made off of this right now. So
Absolutely. You guys see yourself, before we get off, you guys see yourself getting involved, with your own money and maybe your own time even more than you are now?
definitely. I told Corey I want to, in 10 years from now.
Have your own grow.
No, I want to have an executive position. Maybe after we have once we grow to like 60, 50 Hardin stores. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
Itsbizkit, head of marketing, marketing and promotion.
Yeah, something. I know I'll get something because I'll put in the work, and I know they'll be like,
Facts.
man, we got to put them somewhere.
gotta
They'll
get
find the office.
You know
for
what I
me.
mean?
Hey, we love the work ethic. You
Love
guys
that.
are always welcome here. We appreciate you.
See you on 420.
We'll see you on 420.
yeah,
We'll be
Yeah,
there.
and make sure you cop the album Ides of March.
I already did. I'm already in.
No, I know you
Oh, you
did,
wanted-
but
yeah.
the people.
Yeah, the people that's watching.
Yeah, the
I
people that's
appreciate
watching
you
and
guys.
listening. And thank you guys,
Hey,
man.
you got it.
Cheers. Thank you so
Cheers.
much for
Salud.
coming by. I know you got
Another
much
drink.
left. Yeah.
I'm a cheers to the, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fiji water, man.
Appreciate you, boys.
Cut the
Be well.
check.
Thank you, man.
Let's get it.
You're listening to Well Connected with Chris Moe and G Bills, the #1 podcast in Las Vegas.
You're at G from Corey.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Thanks, bro.
That was great.
Yeah, man, that was fun.
Hey, we're still live, but listen, our boys are here. They roll deep. They got a few drinks. They're welcome.
Yeah,
to
they can hang.
They're gonna go do
Got
their
another-
thing right now. They're
You got
busy.
another Moet. You can chill, whatever you want to do.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Travis. And we are back, episode 41. It's always good to have some of our New York people here, man.
That's fun.
They were, not only did I learn a little bit about their social media marketing, you're talking about real workers. Right?
Putting in a lot of work.
I mean, they're not playing around. They're actually working. They're trying to get deals. They're up at 7 a.m. They got kids, and people look at the Instagram game and they look at the online stuff and all like
Yeah.
the silly, goofy stuff,
Yeah.
and they think of it one way. But man, when these guys came in, they were all business. So I can appreciate that.
Well, the first thing I asked when he got there, I was like, you guys going out? Like, what are you guys doing in Vegas? And he's like, nah, man, we're working. I was like, oh,
Business.
all right,
Straight-
cool.
straight
Shit.
business.
I got you.
A little Vegas stuff here since we're here.
Yeah, what's going on?
It's not really good news.
Okay.
It's the worst day of COVID that we've
Trash.
had in weeks.
Trash.
Unfortunately. Take care. Yeah, of course.
bro.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Worst day of COVID in probably 2 weeks. Infections. But, I mean, it's still not that high. I'm seeing Ohio with like 1,500 cases a day, and Nevada still has like 400.
So it's nothing.
It's nothing. I found...
I'm about to get that second shot soon.
I'm going to get my second
Yeah,
shot as
I'm
well.
excited.
Word from the Strip. How's it been? How the
Great.
club's been?
Great.
Busy, huh?
Busy.
Everywhere sold out.
Busy.
50% until
Yeah.
May 1st. So maybe after that, you might have a little bit of wiggle room. But
Wiggle.
until then, sold out at Omnia, at
Yeah,
Wet
everything's
Republic,
sold
at
out.
Liquid, Marquee, Daylight, everywhere I'm talking to.
Everywhere is really busy, and it's busy on the Strip. People are in the casinos. The gambling shit is crazy. Like every table's full. I mean, you were out last week.
Yeah,
You
it
saw
was.
it. I mean, it's busy. So it's good, man. It seems like we're on the cusp of being back. It seems like we're almost there.
Just seeing guys like this fly out here means
Yeah, it's
that
good.
we're coming back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because they, them partnering with Hardin. Hardin is, obviously one of our partners. They're trying to work with bringing bigger artists out here.
Right.
Those guys aren't leaving their house unless they feel
Nope.
safe and unless
Nope.
they feel like, the right thing's happening out here. So it's all good.
So Vegas seems to be good.
Vegas seems to be good. I did hear something today, actually. I don't know if you knew this. Sugar Factory. You remember Sugar Factory?
Yeah.
They're going back to the Strip.
Okay.
It's 10,000 something square feet, and they're taking over Tilted Kills right across the street. So Sugar Factory,
That's a big space.
$2.5 million renovation into Tilted Kilt. Again, I don't think a guy like Stevie D, who owns that company, I don't know if he still does, but he used to. I don't think he's pouring $2.5 million into a new venue.
That type of thing is a good sign for the city.
Movie theaters now open,
Yeah.
right?
No, is it?
Movie theaters
Oh,
are now
shit.
open.
Yeah.
Regal movie theaters are now open.
What did you Last week was March Madness, first week.
Fuck March Madness. My brackets are terrible right
Trash,
now.
fucking trash.
I lost a ton of money.
But it was exciting to watch.
Listen, March Madness, I've said it a million times. It's the best sports event
Yes.
of the year,
Yes.
period.
Yes.
I'll take it over Super Bowl.
But over Super Bowl.
I'll take it over everything.
Just because it's all weekend and it's like every game, it could be the two worst teams in the tournament. It's still just exciting from the beginning to the end.
Yes, it is. And you never know who's going to win. We had Oral Roberts win, what, two games? Right? I mean, I don't even... do you know where Oral Roberts is?
No idea.
I have no clue.
I have no fucking clue.
I have no clue where it is.
But it's so exciting.
It's exciting. I mean, having no fans there. Imagine that might have something to do with it. By the way, this is the year.
Right.
So far, there's been more upsets in March Madness than any other year.
Both of our brackets are trash. I'm done.
I am
done.
I picked Houston as my winner. They're still alive.
I still got Michigan. They're alive.
And
but
Michigan looks alive.
I mean, I think Gonzaga's winning it.
They look
really good.
Somebody just put $100,000 bet on them at MGM. I think.
Wow.
100,000 them to win, and it's not even that great of odds. I think people are just looking at them like they're the Alabama sort of.
Did you make any bets this week?
I did. Again, I had Houston. I had Oral Roberts. I lost.
You hit a USC game. I remember you telling me, right?
I bet I did a two-teamer.
Two-teamer.
I had USC, which was that was a blowout.
You had USC and like
who the
UCLA
other
or something
game
like
was.
that. It was something. USC and UCLA, you said.
Was it UCLA the first one? I bet like 4 parlays.
I had a nice 3-teamer. Tasty.
I haven't hit a 3-teamer.
I haven't hit a 3-teamer since NAM.
Never.
The best thing about hitting a 3-teamer is the next day you're like, well, I'm gonna hit another 3-teamer.
Yeah,
you know,
don't hit
you
one for
try.
2
I tried
weeks.
2 more. I'm not gonna hit another one for fucking 6 months. But yeah, I played the Dogs.
Vegas Dave just hit me. That's my dude talking about Itsbizkit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no. Shout Vegas Dave making moves. Also, his house is sick. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could do an invite
Ridiculous.
from there or something like that.
I don't know. That would be tight.
Live podcast.
Fuck, man.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
and this is kind of like a little surprise to you. I was thinking that we should maybe, when COVID kind of slows down a little bit,
Okay.
we got like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, live podcast from like San Diego or something.
That would be sweet.
I lined it up.
What, are we gonna fly Travis out with us?
Travis? Or are you down to go to San Diego with us?
Am I down to go to San Diego? Of course I am down.
Everyone loves San Diego.
I was thinking
What'd you set up for us?
I'm having the baby in July, so I'm thinking midweek June. We
Okay.
do a live podcast from San Diego.
Where at?
I can't really tell you.
Fucking in PB, like on the beach?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Because we got our boys Hardeen are gonna set us up with a little smoky. So to be out on the beach, we have to drive there. Nope, we don't bring
weed.
weed on the plane. We don't do
Oh,
that.
there goes Tom Brady.
Little Tommy.
Okay.
Live,
Whatever. I'm down.
Live podcast. I have kind of more details. I probably shouldn't have blew it. I'm not good
You
with
blew it?
surprises.
You blew it.
I blew it, but I have a little surprise for us, I think, for June. You're
Okay.
down?
I've never turned down a San Diego trip ever. And you're telling me I can do a pod and Travis is coming too? That
was news
that's
to
the
me.
That's the topping on the Sunday.
That was news to me.
I'm
I'll
the
take
cherry
it,
on
though.
top.
Travis. Listen, that sounds tight. Well, you know what wasn't tight? I went to the opening of the Virgin Hotel Tuesday night.
Not tight.
It's not tight.
Place is trash, I saw. Well, I don't want to say that. Listen, I don't want to say that. People have jobs there. I did see the decor.
Buddy.
It was like sand and palm trees in there.
It is. I mean, you remember the Hard Rock?
Of course I remember the Hard Rock.
So what was the best part of the Hard Rock? Do you remember?
Center bar.
They don't have the center bar anymore.
They don't have the
No
center
more
bar?
center bar.
That's like
That
a
was the
famous
first thing I walked in. I go, there's no center bar.
That's like the what they used to call it, like the hooker bar.
It was the best, but it was
but it
the
wasn't-
best place to hang out. Like when I moved to Vegas
And
originally,
network?
it was sick. Everyone was there, especially when he went out.
Is
Listen,
Rehab still there? The pool party?
they're gonna have a pool, and it's not gonna be called Rehab, but they do have a pool party. That's not open yet. It's, I think in May. Listen,
Listen, what a mistake. Rehab was in 2004 it launched.
the spot.
It had the show. I think even people from New York, I bet if you asked them,
if you were from New York, you knew about.
if you were
Rehab.
from New York, you didn't know Encore Beach Club until
no,
recently.
no.
You didn't know Wet Republic until recently.
I was from Maine, and I knew what Rehab was. There was a TV show.
There was a show.
Yeah.
Not calling it Rehab is a bad idea.
Well, I don't know. Whatever. Just a little
Give
piece
us-
on the hotel.
What was it about? Tell me what it
I
about.
was very underwhelmed. Okay, it was, and I don't want to. I hate, like you said, I don't want to take shots just because. People
hotels are
work
good.
there and this and that. It's good for the city. I get it. Like when Resort World opens up, that's great for the city. It's awesome. New shit opening up, and I think this is nice because it's a new, shiny new project. They didn't do anything that wowed me at all. At all.
Sad.
They still have Nobu. MB Steakhouse is a new steakhouse, but it's the same chef, and they made it look sexy, so it looks nice. But the decor in the hotel it does not look nice. They didn't do anything.
It doesn't look Vegas. If you had to choose what you would, I think about this a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm designing my own
A
restaurant.
modern luxury. Modern luxury.
Like
Aria. Aria is modern luxury.
That's how you would describe it? I think so.
Yes,
too.
modern luxury. Yeah.
That's what you would go across the board.
Yes.
I think you're right.
What?
I think you're right.
The only other option is Cosmo, in my opinion.
which is like
kind of modern luxury, but like a little bit more like upscale, like not like
chandeliers.
Yeah, a little bit more of that. Yeah, exactly. You can either that or you can go Win Encore, which is like I don't even know what you call that.
Over the top.
I don't even know what you call
Everything
that.
gold.
Yeah, like super I don't know. Like I don't know.
There's
Stuffy. It's
yeah,
stuffy.
It is stuffy in there.
It's too richy. Too like.
There's nothing about the Virgin Hotel that appeals to me. Nothing. I think that these hotels that are off the strip are there's just no hope.
It's tough. It's a tough sell.
I don't know. Like you have to be held by gamblers, right? There's Hard Rocks all around. There's Hard Rock casinos everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why Hard Rock also was successful.
Right.
Also, that kind of music was
successful. They had a
successful.
brand, though. I mean, they had a real brand.
Virgin brand is what?
I don't know.
Richard Bronson,
yeah.
in like a Speedo.
Yeah, like I guess, do you get like, if you gamble there, do you also get credits as like a flyer?
I'm sure.
I guess that's kind of cool.
They're going to incentivize people heavily to fly out to Vegas. Fly Virgin, fly into Vegas.
They can like charter jets and shit for you. I
don't know. I don't think it's going to work. These guys spend so much money off the strip.
I know, dude. Why?
I don't get it. You know what would be better there?
What?
A baseball stadium. Seriously.
I know. That's a big space there.
That's a huge space. You know, like why everyone's pushing more casinos. Unless I'm not seeing something, unless you're not seeing something. You know,
what's the last off the strip hotel that did well? Like not like the local ones, right? Not Green Valley, not Red Rock. Like what's the last one off the strip that did successful? The Orleans?
I mean, South Point, if you would consider that.
No, I consider that more of a local. Even though it's on the strip, it's so far.
Yeah,
I guess the Orleans.
Maybe Orleans.
But that's such a different demographic.
Nobody.
What is it?
I say it all the time.
So bad.
No group of girls that are like hot, and no guys that are looking to like hang out with hot girls and
going off the strip.
Are going off the strip.
It's just not happening.
You're just not gonna get. You'll have one-offs. People call me and say like, "Oh, I found a cheap hotel room." Guess what? Is it off the strip? Is it at Palms?
Right.
Is it at this place? You want to be in the action. You want to be at MGM, Bellagio, Mandalay, Aria, Cosmo, Wynn. You know, those are the six.
The epicenter of entertainment.
Right? Like you don't want to go anywhere else. So I just don't see it.
The further you get away, the worse it gets. You know what I'm saying?
Although Vegas real estate right now outside of the strip is like,
crazy.
It's the highest it's ever been. So I think you're going to start seeing people take chances, and maybe they're just taking a chance.
I get that.
I just don't think the chance is east. I actually think the
it's
chance
the other way.
Is west.
For sure.
I think that would be
so
a better
like
spot.
for people who don't know like what we're talking about, it basically if you're on the strip and you're at MGM, if you look right, that's not the way you want to be. If you look left, that's where you want to be.
Right. It's very simple. So I don't know. Good luck to everyone there. How was Casa
Calavera is nice.
Calavera?
It's a nice. I mean, you can't mess up Mexican food.
You can,
but it's you can. They didn't mess it up the food. It's a sexy vibe, and they have like a sick outdoor patio, which wasn't open yet. But
there's only one sexy Mexican restaurant in Las Vegas at Javier's. So besides
nothing's touching that.
And no one's touching Javier's. Javier's in Cali too, right? Or
it's in Newport
Beach.
Sexy.
Yeah. So I think they're trying to kind of go after that, and maybe you'll have a big support because Hakkasan Group's behind it. You'll have a lot of marketing behind it. But besides that, it's like. No one's going there unless you're either staying there, unless you're getting pushed there.
Yeah, and like, you know, I've talked many times about how my wife's a big gambler or whatever, and she gambled at Hard Rock a lot, and they are like trying to get her to go to Virgin. They're flying people out. They're flying some of my good customers out this week.
They're doing whatever.
They're flying like guys like my old customers and stuff, like are going in town just to check it out, and they're like, hey, how is it? I'm like, I wouldn't waste my time, but hey, it's something new. Go check it out, whatever, you know.
You get a free flight and a free room or whatever.
Free room, probably some free play.
That's exciting. I'll go there at some point. I'm just not excited to go anywhere off the strip at this.
No, I know.
It's not sexy. Hockey.
Okay.
I went to a Knights game.
Okay.
It's garbage.
You went to a Knights game?
It was
you didn't even tell me this
4 days ago.
The fuck?
It's garbage. Until all the fans come back.
You're not into it.
Not
you know what?
it.
You're the second person that told me that. I was with our boy Sean Kim from Grey Goose, and he told me the exact same thing.
News Fest.
Oh man.
Boring. Boring. Wait until all the fans come back. I think I know what they were trying to do, but hockey's one of those games
Yeah, you need
because it's
fans.
inside.
Yeah.
It's like basketball.
Yeah.
It's just echoey.
Yeah, I don't think I go to a basketball game with like 3,000 people.
And they
on
were
it.
trying to pump the music as if the fans were full, as if it was like
Just trying
packed.
too hard.
It was cringy. It was. I went with my business partner. It was just so cringeworthy that I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm good until next season or whatever, or the Raiders. Maybe wait till the Raiders get in. Yeah, I don't want to go. I want nothing.
Well,
to
that's
do.
too bad to hear.
Well, the good thing is the Knights are good, but
Yeah.
the bad thing is like
But
again,
people are going. What do they have? Like 4,000 now.
3,500 people out of 16 or 17.
Yeah. And was a lot of it in suites? Were you able to like gauge that?
There was people in suites, but it's like they spaced those out too. So they didn't have every suite wasn't full.
Wow.
And it was like groups of 4 at the most. That was your like kind of balance.
So we're on a little bit of sports now. So I think it's a good time to talk about Deshaun Watson and what is just happening right now with him. What is your take? So right now there's 13
I think there's more
civil suits out,
for
right?
sexual assault.
Yeah.
I mean, my stance on that is very, very simple. Every single sexual assault allegation should be thoroughly investigated, no matter what.
Right.
Always, no matter what it is, because that's just what you do. If someone makes an allegation, especially that serious, you do it.
So as of right now, those are just allegations.
They're just allegations. But the second part of that is, it's very odd timing.
I agree.
I don't know what it's like to be a victim of sexual assault. I'll never pretend to be, and I know it's very difficult. I know many people that are victims of sexual assault. 14 people just decided to come out at one time. I mean, I've met the guy personally. He's a nice guy.
Seems like a nice guy.
He could be a totally different person outside of how I met him. But let's let it play out before people just like.
So
in today's day and age, I feel like when you get accused of something, it's almost like a public persecution.
It is,
and that's really tough.
It is. It's bullshit, really.
And if he did those things that they said he did, scumbag. You
right.
Know,
but he has to have his day.
He needs his day.
But the thing that's, I guess, ironic is that right now he's holding out. Or he's saying he wants to leave Houston, and he plans probably to hold out. And I don't know, there's a part of me that just finds this whole thing kind of...
Odd timing.
Because
basically...
they're trying to crush his value.
What Gino's saying is if there's negative connotation around this guy's name, other teams aren't going to want to pick him up, and then he's stuck where he is.
Seems kind of ironic, doesn't it?
It's very strange. It's just such a touchy subject. It makes me uncomfortable talking about it because I want whatever the truth is to come out. And I feel like you just never know the truth.
Right.
Whether he's a scumbag and he's just doing the wrong thing, or if a girl hooked up with him and he just ghosted him and they're upset and they're trying to get money.
Right. But then when you get 13, it is kind of...
Yeah, where there's
he belongs
fire.
He belongs on the Patriots with Robert Kraft, bro.
He loves the massage
massages.
parlors.
Yeah, they belong together.
Moving on, I think it's time. It's time. It's time for the world famous trash or cash.
Trash or cash?
Thank you, Travis. 3 topics every week. We don't discuss it before we start. And there's a reason for that.
We just don't.
I like to hear your responses. So, G, you're up. Trash or cash? Give it to me.
All right, first one. This is a movie that me and you grew up on. It's a trilogy. And we loved this growing up. We absolutely loved it. Mighty Ducks Game Changers TV show's coming out. Is this trash or cash?
A TV show's coming out?
Oh, yeah. Starring Emilio Estevez. Oh, he's in on it now. Oh.
That's cash.
Oh.
If that was anybody else playing that role.
Right, like they try to find someone else.
If it was like, I don't know, just like if it was like Zac Efron coaching or something weird.
Zac Efron could have been a good role for him.
It would have been a good role, right? I'm a good typecast. Cash, everything about Mighty Ducks I loved.
Yeah.
It was a game-changing movie. I know people
wow, you just threw the title in there.
My friends that are like really hockey guys, you know what? Whenever you're like that sport guy, you just hate it. You rip it apart.
Yeah,
oh, it's not real.
Yeah, the cocky looks like shit.
We have a friend. I won't say his name. The Knuckle Pucks.
Oh, we can't say anyone's name anymore because our friends get really sensitive.
Yeah, they do because we're so popular. We blow them up.
But we had Itsbizkit on today.
The Knuckle Puck. All this stuff. Listen, Mighty Ducks was an amazing series. All of them. Julie the Cat
Gaffney from Bangor, Maine.
Bring it back, Cash.
So you're going cash. I'm going to go cash, too.
Ooh, there you go.
I don't know what it is. You just kind of sold me on... if they went with anyone else besides Emilio...
Done.
Then it would have been terrible.
That's like Jurassic Park without Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, my God. Oh my God. How bad would that be?
Right, yeah, you need Jeff Goldblum.
I mean, they almost killed it with Vince Vaughn in the third one. But
that one was absolutely
The worst.
That's my favorite movie of all time. The first one, the third one was so.
you like the
bad.
second one?
I love the second.
No,
one.
wait, that was the second one. Yeah,
The third one
I like the third one.
Third
when
one I
when the kid and the dad get lost or whatever,
Yep,
or the dad dies.
the dad
kid's on
dies.
his- I love that movie.
Yes.
I'm gonna go cash just because Emilio Estevez, and anything that kind of brings me back to my younger child days. I'm
Yeah.
into, so cash.
Today we heard today or yesterday we heard President Biden today.
Yeah.
President Biden, 78-year-old President Biden spoke and was a little fumbly with his words.
Yeah.
A little tripping up on some stuff. He actually tripped up the stairs the
Yeah.
other day. He's had some kind of weird moments.
Yep.
He announced that he will run pending he's alive.
What?
He will run for a second term. So you're talking about potentially 81 or 82-year-old Joe Biden running for president. Is that politics aside?
Yeah.
Is 81 or 82-year-old presidents trash or cash?
It's cash.
Oh!
Just for the comic relief. It's just comic value and
80
content.
years
We're just gonna
old.
get good content out of it. I mean, today he basically fell asleep during his press
awesome.
conference. It was awesome. It
was awesome.
I think at this point, I don't think the president is the guy really who's pulling the strings and making all the decisions. He's just kind of the face. And if we can get a little comedy out of it at this point, I'm pretty happy with it. Like this, I mean,
I was gonna say trash, and now you just
just
sold me.
hilarious.
That's cash.
Yeah.
For the simple fact of it doesn't even matter who the president is anymore.
Right.
Right. Like you're talking about Kanye got votes
That's
for
what I'm
president.
saying.
He's in like a mental
I
institution.
mean, who's making the decisions in the government?
Yeah,
The Senate?
Who knows? People that pay money to pay them. So I'm gonna go cash. I'd love to see an 82-year-old president out
fucking
there.
hilarious.
Wheel him out and have him say wacky
Hilarious.
shit.
It's a joke at this point. All right. I get two. My last two are sports. Draymond Green came out. I don't even know if you know about this.
Okay.
Came out on the Dub World podcast, like the Warriors podcast, and said basically, I'm the best defender to ever live, ever play basketball.
No way he said
Trash or cash. He did.
No way
He said that.
That's cash. I
you
like
like
that
it.
he's confident.
Okay.
He is absolutely not
even close.
He's not even a top.
He's not even
20.
top 20.
He's not a top 20 defender of all
Yeah.
time. He's a very good defender for today's game.
Sure.
He would just get out. I mean, the good thing about him is he can guard all five positions,
He can.
and that's rare.
Yeah.
Right. You're talking about today's NBA. Maybe LeBron, him,
A couple. Kawhi.
maybe KD, Kawhi.
Giannis.
Paul George, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe Giannis.
Maybe Giannis. I don't think he can guard a guard.
So he's unique in that sense. But I mean, the guy's fouls all the time.
Yeah.
There's games where I look, he plays 30 minutes, has 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 fouls.
Yeah.
Like he's a great team basketball player. But I'll go cash that he's so confident in himself.
Yeah.
But he's just absolutely not even that guy.
I'm over Draymond. I'm going trash. I love the confidence part of it, but I mean, we don't even need to get into specifics on defense, and I don't even need to rattle off 20 names, but just going off of like statistics and stuff, like he has won all defense, he was defensive player of the year.
He was a defensive player
There's
of the year.
multiple people that have like 3 and 4 defensive players of the year, so he's not even close.
Right.
He's not even the best defender in the league right now.
Like Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is.
Yeah,
He's won
by
back to back.
by far.
Kawhi, Rudy Gobert. Like there's
LeBron, when
like
he
can-
wants to.
Anthony Davis. Like there's so many good defenders. Trash.
You got to like the confidence.
I do like that. I mean, I feel like when you're the thing about him is he's the undersized guy that kind of like went second round in the draft.
Right. He's always been an underdog.
He's an underdog, which I respect that, but it's still trash.
Gino likes a good underdog
Who
story.
doesn't like that? That's why Mighty Ducks is good.
We've done this a few times, but with us it's different because
Yeah.
we know each other, our girls know each other. But as you have kids and as you're doing different stuff or work stuff related, you start to get involved in what's called couple play dates.
Oh,
so
boy.
your wife wants you to go meet so-and-so's husband. Is it trash or cash to do little couple double
and like
dates?
people you don't know yet.
People you don't know.
Her friends. It's trash. I always feel like I feel like my wife is you have no friends. You're just gonna be friends with my friends, and like you're just gonna become friends with their wives. Like that's pretty much what it's become. Yeah, no, it's trash. It's uncomfortable. You gotta wear the stuffy clothes and just kind of be like uncomfortable for like an hour and a half. You hope the guy watches sports, so you have like a buffer.
Yeah.
and you can kind of like bounce some like some generic LeBron played pretty good last night. He'd be like, oh no, I was like in math class, like something stupid, like
Yeah.
he teaches or something.
I agree.
Yeah, trash.
I'm gonna go. Although my situations, and if you're out there,
Hopefully they're
listening,
cool.
My situations have always been good, but the one that gets me is like kids. Like
Yeah.
you have to meet like my daughter's like kids in her
Oh, their
class.
parents.
So I'm gonna go trash because like I've had some, and I got some stories I can tell off air. But like some of these people are so painful to talk to. I have nothing in common with them. They're so stuffy. They either care way too much about money or too much about this or too
So you're
much
talking about
that.
your kids,
Just in
friends,
general.
parents too.
That's the ones that's
man.
tough. That's tough because you like there. At least if your girlfriend has her friends or your wife has her friends, you kind of probably have similar interests.
Yeah.
But with the kids, it's a wild card. You don't know who your kids go to
I
school
couldn't even
with.
imagine.
So it's a little tough.
I feel like I've been pretty fortunate, probably you too, because our girls live in Vegas and they, for the most part, have pretty cool friends.
Yeah.
But like, there's always a couple one-offs of like just, oh my god,
You got to go meet like you. Like we're lucky that I don't have to go meet like my girlfriend's boss.
Right.
Some squid.
Some.
You like that
Love
word?
that word.
Yeah. So we'll go.
Travis likes that word.
I go
I
trash.
love that word.
I'll go trash on that.
All right, my last one. They just announced that NBA players won't be tested at all for marijuana. Not only will it not be like frowned upon, it won't be tested at all. Trash or cash?
That's cash. It should have been done 15, 20 years ago. The guys are smoking weed anyway.
Yep.
You know, and they would just play the game of I hope I don't get caught or take the little GNC
So
drink. Is that still
stupid,
around?
right, yeah.
Like, listen, all athletes smoke weed. That's just what it. Not
Yep.
all.
Not all,
athletes.
but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Athletes all have that availability to go smoke weed. They all have weed dealers, or they live in places where weed's legal. Like,
Dispensaries.
weed's legal in like 16 states,
I
right?
know.
So I mean, if it's legal in your state, especially, just let the guys smoke weed. It's medicine. I'd rather have them smoke weed than taking these fucking wild pills that they're taking, and then they become
Or
drug
taking
addicts.
painkillers and stuff, right? Like, so I'm gonna go cash.
Cash.
But more from a medicinal standpoint, these guys have got their bodies getting beat up, and they're putting their bodies through 82 games. I mean, if anything, it relaxes you, and recovery-wise, I think it's better for you.
And let's be honest, the hip hop culture, the basketball culture, it goes
it's
the
weed.
weed
It goes
culture.
hand in hand.
People are smoking weed and playing ball. If you can smoke weed and be an effective basketball player,
More power to you, pal.
because I smoke weed
I'm terrible.
and I'm eating a thing of Pringles.
When I was in college, we would a couple of my friends and another good friend of mine who lives here, who I can't name his name because we can't talk about our friends, but he used to smoke before everything, and I would smoke, and sometimes we'd do it before practice, and I was a disaster in practice when I was high. Just fumbling, bumbling. You know, the hope is you just get into like a zone.
I'd be so sick.
That's
to
what
my
everyone's hope is. Like, oh, I'm going to get high and get into a zone. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you better be fucking getting into that zone pretty quick or it's
stomach. Not
gonna be
my
bad.
zone. That's just a cow zone is the only
Yeah.
zone I'd be in. That's,
Yeah,
that's about
exactly.
it. Last one for me. I ran into this yesterday at Costco when I was there. I brought it up to my girl. She laughed, so I thought, you know
Okay.
what? Let me talk to you about it.
Okay.
After the age of, I'm going to say 18, how do you feel about grown men wearing sports jerseys? So
To a sporting event?
I don't care where it's to. I was at Costco and I saw a guy wearing a
Oh my
Russell Wilson,
God.
a grown man that's about 55 years old wearing a Russell Wilson jersey. But I think it's very strange, very odd. I might be tipping my cap here a little bit of my hand, what I've got, but grown men wearing jerseys in general, over the age of 18, trash or cash.
Okay, the only time you can wear a sports jersey is to a game. And my rule is if you are going to a Seahawks game, you can wear a Russell Wilson jersey. If you go to a Seahawks game and you wear a 49ers jersey,
Montana jersey.
and they're not playing, you're a clown. And if you wear a jersey to IKEA, you're a squid.
So you're saying it's cash, you can wear them.
Only to a sporting event.
Okay,
Not to IKEA, you're a squid. I'm going to go
Travis?
trash.
Oh,
Trash. You cannot wear a jersey, a athletic jersey in public. No.
No.
Not the
It
days
is.
of wearing jerseys, like the hip hop days, were
Yes,
like
Cameron.
rappers. Yeah, like Fabulous was wearing like backwards jerseys. That shit was tight.
Yep.
That was tight.
It was.
This is not.
I'm going to go trash. Travis,
Thank you.
please. It's humiliating for me to see.
Humiliating.
And not only that, it's always like basketball jerseys, which are like tank tops. When you see guys wear them with nothing underneath.
Oh, they got the arms out. They got they're flexing out some tats on the arm.
Guys that haven't worked out, they have
I can't-
a barbell tat right here.
I can't wear sleeveless unless I'm playing sports. I have a
No.
fucking
Or the beach.
I have a fucking Italian tattoo on my shoulder, like a absolute.
Can we show that?
a clown?
Can we show that tattoo to everybody? Oh
I'm a
man!
clown. Like this is something you did. This is something you do when you're young and you regret it almost.
Well, that's trash or cash for you people. We're gonna bring something up. We're
Yeah.
gonna bring in something that we haven't done in a while, but
Yeah.
you know, me and you both think it's necessary.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, and you are the social assassin.
Yeah.
I call you the Larry David of Las
You do.
Vegas, of the West.
Yeah.
It's now time for what grinds Gino's gears.
grinds my gears?
That might be my favorite sound that we have.
It's been a while.
Gino,
since
what
we've
really
heard that.
grinds your gears, man?
You get on a plane and you're fly to Boston from Vegas, and you land, and you're in row 20. And the guy in front of you hops out of his seat when you land. And you know there's a 20-minute wait before you've even docked and even the bags are at your point where you can get up. And it bugs the shit out of me. Shout out to my boy Mike Federico who posted something about this the other day. And I told him I'm fucking stealing that because it pisses me off more than anything in the world. What do you think?
I'm right with you.
Oh, my God.
I'm usually like, I would sometimes
nice
just
and
sit.
calm.
I'd be the last person off if I had to be.
Dude, if I was in row 10 and I saw the mad jump, it happens, I think more or less it happens a lot because we fly to Vegas a lot.
People are excited.
People are so pumped. And if you fly like Southwest, they're like, hey, yo, like have a great time in Vegas. Like, go get some partying going. Like, people are so
drink too much. It's 90 degrees.
Yeah, they throw those corny jokes out and you just see everyone jump out. And you're like, guy, relax. There's 10 minutes until you're even getting your bag. So that really pisses me off.
All right.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Nowadays, washing your hands is at the utmost importance. And everywhere you go, into a casino, a restaurant, an IKEA maybe, there's hand sanitizer stations everywhere.
There are.
Why is it 9 out of 10 hand sanitizing stations are empty?
They don't fit.
Pisses me the fuck off.
It's funny that you say that because that happened to me at a casino 2 days ago.
You put your hand on, you wait for it.
I waited for
it's
it.
South Point probably.
It was South.
Fucking South Point.
It was South.
Never replenishes their sanitizer.
I don't
What
know.
is it?
Maybe people are using it a lot. They should have one person.
You need
at
to
least.
allot a person to a job. He's a hand sanitizing replenisher.
All right, I'm not. You're not gonna hear arguments from that. All right.
All right.
Last one.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Cold chips at a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, I 100% agree with you on that. I didn't think you were going to say that.
Christ.
Cold chips are terrible for a restaurant like that.
Oh, my God. You go to a Mexican restaurant and you get guac or salsa and you just want nice, warm tortilla chips.
A little greasy, warm.
Oh, yeah, they're a little greasy.
Yep.
Yeah, you can feel the residue on your hands.
Just cold, stale.
Cold. It's almost like cold butter at a restaurant.
Which I love, but you don't like that.
It's fucking the weirdest thing ever. But, yeah, cold chips. Ugh, grinds my fucking gears. That's Grind My Gears. Grind My Gears is brought to you by Trattoria Italia. It's a 100% family-run business. Their roots run deep in southern Italy, specifically in Sicily. Chris and I both are Italian. And when we're craving a nice chicken parm, we head to Trattoria. Next time you make a reservation, mention the Well Connected podcast and receive 15% off your bill.
Not bad. I do love the chicken parm there.
I mean, I love all Italian
We'll get
food.
something there. One more thing before we go. We tried it last week, and it was a big hit. And we had a nice long episode today. Travis, do you have my little...
Yes, I'm going to play it for you.
Please. This is relationship advice with the Well Connected podcast.
We're workshopping it.
It's not even workshopping anymore. We're doing it.
Okay.
Last week, you brought a nice topic up, which was going through your significant other's phone, which we both agreed.
Yep.
Don't do it.
Bad idea.
Bad idea. Travis also agreed.
Yep.
Bad idea.
Travis got mad girls.
This week, I'll spend a quick couple minutes on first date etiquette.
Okay.
Now, a couple things. I'm gonna run off a few first date ideas,
Okay.
and you just explain where you stand.
All right.
First date etiquette. Should you always pick up the girl, or should you meet at the restaurant? Or wherever you're dating.
Okay. I'm picking the girl up. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Number one, it's a gentlemanly thing to do.
Okay.
Number two, most likely you're going to go out and this is guys handle their alcohol a little better. True? Probably?
True.
Okay.
Probably.
You're heavier. You can probably drink more.
Yes.
The girl's probably going to get a little bit more buzzed a little more quicker. Normally you're going to go get drinks or whatever. And three, hopefully you're in a position to make the decision of where you're going after. And maybe she's okay with, well, she doesn't have her car. And I don't know. Maybe you head back to your house. So that's where I stand.
Guys are sick.
What about you?
I have. I'm gonna say the first date, you should meet them there. At a place.
Okay.
And here's my rationale on that. Now I know it's not the traditional gentlemanly thing to do, right? And I think I've almost always
Something that's
picked
like
up
a
girls.
modern thing.
Right. It's a non-threatening thing.
Okay.
So if I really like a girl and I want to take her out for the first time, I might offer to say, hey, why don't we just meet there? That way.
Okay, very non-threatening.
Non-threatening. Now, I'm assuming I'm going to do all the things that you're talking about doing later on.
Okay.
But let her drive and let her feel comfortable to say,
Let her make the decision.
Let her make
I'm not saying that I'm making the decision.
She knows forcing it on people.
Just saying.
Okay, let's move on. Moving on, because this is going somewhere else.
All right.
Second thing, pay for the bill. Full bill, always?
100%. That's non-negotiable.
That's not negotiable.
It doesn't
for me
matter
and
if you go get dinner or you get drinks or you go do something fun, like you like to go do like go-kart or whatever. You pay for it.
Usually I'll say like, what did you get to eat? No, I won't. I won't do that. It's always, you should always pay. First date etiquette, always.
Right.
Actually, every date etiquette.
Every time you go out with a girl, you pay.
Have you ever not paid on
No,
a date with a
never.
girl? Even if it was a bad date?
With like someone who's not my girlfriend?
Yeah.
No, always pay.
I always pay.
Always pay.
Anytime I go to a meal with a female, even if it's not a girl I'm into, even if it's a friend or I don't know, like say if me and your wife went to lunch somewhere, you were waiting
you're
for you or
picking
something.
it up. You're picking it up.
I would always pick it up. I feel like it's the gentleman.
It's the right thing to do. So we both are on the same page.
We are on the same page. Okay. Second thing.
Third thing.
I'm sorry. Cell phone use during dates.
Oh.
You put your phone down? Do you put it away? Is it face down? What happens?
Face down. Face down.
Face down always.
Out, but face down.
Why out then?
If it's going bad or she goes to the bathroom, it's a quick look. Like if she's doing something and I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like a quick flip over rather than like get it out of my pocket. Then it looks like I'm annoyed or like I'm not enjoying myself. This is just a quickie.
Okay.
Let me just see what's going on. All right.
I'm going to say you should have your phone away.
Okay.
And I think women should as well. If I go on my first date with a girl and she's got her phone face down, now, unless it's like a safety thing and she's nervous about me or something like which wouldn't happen, but I think it's kind of rude because it's like I know that you
want to look at it.
How many guys are texting you right now? How many guys are texting while we're at dinner?
True.
I'd rather just not even see it.
True.
So let's put that thing away during it.
I'm a fan of when you're out with friends, not having your phones out.
I agree.
Especially nowadays, unless you have kids or something, but like nowadays, put the phones away.
Put them away.
You can be on social media fucking all day.
You're on a date, put it away. Travis, thoughts on phones?
Absolutely have it out.
Trav's a big social guy.
I mean, like the phones have been like a launching pad for like their personality.
Oh, so
like,
maybe you're
what
like
kind of
doing
apps you
something
got?
with. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you download
kind of
co-op.
apps you got?
Download co-op games so you can play together. I think it's a really nice like IHOP kind of like date thing to
That's
do.
a different
This
angle.
is a millennial
or
view.
maybe you're sharing, like you're looking at different social. Hey, did you see like what this guy? Look what Alice did today on like whatever at the pool.
It's such a generational
You know what
thing.
else Travis likes?
What is Travis?
Giggles. I heard last week he liked giggles.
Well, hotel room giggles.
Oh, you're sick.
Last thing. You're on the way home. Date went well.
Okay.
Date went well.
We're in my car.
No funny business. You're in your car because you like to kidnap them.
No.
So they're in your car.
I knew that was going to get
and,
spun the wrong way.
Things aren't going home yet because she's a lady and you're a gentleman. Do you walk her to the door? And number two, do you always go for a kiss?
I definitely don't walk him to. Oh, geez, sorry. I definitely don't walk him to the door. That's like a movie thing. That's a movie. Yeah, no, that's a movie thing.
Okay.
If you're gonna go for smoochies, you just do it in the car.
Okay.
You just do it in the car, and yeah, you got to go for smoochies.
Smoochies
on the first date.
I'm
You
gonna-
should have a pretty. I've had dates. This is way back, babe. Way back. This is way back in the day. I've had dates that didn't go well, and there was no smoochies.
Yeah,
and you
I've
can
had that.
feel that vibe.
I've had that.
You can feel that vibe.
I don't think you get a kiss every date.
No.
No, that's
But you
fine.
got to make the attempt.
You do. I think I generally would always ask, would you like me to walk you to the door?
Oh, what? That's trash.
That's not trash at all. Hit the cash button, please, Travis. That's
No,
a gentlemanly
but
thing to do.
But
Hey, would you like me to walk you to the
why?
door?
Is there going to be somebody a mugger in the 2-second walk?
Yes, it's probably midnight, maybe later.
Oh, you're staying out late.
I am. We went to dinner, then we went to a
Went to
matinee.
movies? Is dinner and movies like going to be a thing ever again?
I don't want to go to movies.
Is that ever a thing ever again?
It's always
for a date night?
It's always a thing with teenagers because it's cheap and it's something they can do to get away
Popcorn,
and like
giggles,
and
fun.
like you can make out your girlfriend and your parents don't see it.
Yeah.
So like,
well, we've talked about like you can't go to the mall. Like the mall's not a thing anymore, right?
Listen, it is.
It is a thing.
It is a thing. It's just
Oh.
not a thing with us anymore because we're 35.
I think. Wow, my mom hasn't dropped me off the mall in a while.
Give you $20.
I think I would like my kid to be able to go to a movie, like
Am I
dinner.
going to date? I would
Yeah.
feel comfortable if a guy came to my house in 15 years when my daughter's 18
Yeah.
and said, hey, me and Audrey are going to go to
Whatever movie theater.
a restaurant.
AMC.
I'm going to obviously have people watching them the entire time, stalking
Right,
their
yeah,
date.
yeah, from the outside,
For
yeah,
me,
yeah.
like I will have that, so it's not going to be a problem. But yeah, I think it's going to be a thing. Travis, can you give me a little harp action? Relationship advice with Chris Mo and G Bills. Thank you guys for listening to the Well Connected podcast. That was episode 41. Please follow us on our social media at Well Connected IG on Instagram and at the Well Connected podcast on YouTube. Subscribe, like, just get involved. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Itsbizkit was here today.
Itsbizkitt.
Mesa was here today.
We had some shit going on.
We're moving on up.
Next week, big deal.
Let's
Hardeen.
go.